Okay, no, we're live. There's about 7 different things that we've gone through here, and everything's live. Here we go. Wardell moving at mid. There's a 3-player stack on the defensive side for MIBR. Mayern, KNG, and Taco. All there, and it's quiet across the map as Orgless takes over control of Banana as well, with no fight from MIBR. This is an unusual pistol round for Inferno. We've seen so many 1-4 stacks from the CT side. We usually see on the T side, relatively aggressive. This is a spread default for Orgless right off the bat to just test what's going to be happening.
I don't really mind that. I think it's a reasonable choice. Great kill for Infinite. Wardell up close as well, providing a little bit of a distraction to Mayan. Now they want to see if they can push forward. Taco down in the pit. What a beautiful lineup from Taco. That was artwork, taking him down before he even touched the ground again. And he's still down in pit, waiting, swings for the fight. But he'll be fallen to pick up the double kill instead, leaving Ye in a 1 versus 3. And he's just running straight for the fight. Grenade on top and falling with 1 more headshot. That was such a clean round. That was beautiful.
I do want to say 2 things about this round. On the MIBR front, I think Mayern got really sold down the river in that pistol round with that kind of a setup. He's just standing against that first wall, and it's essentially like, you're the only one committed, and we're going to give you a very light, backup as well. Like, no one's really going to be there to be with you.
True.
So he kind of gets wrecked for no reason, which feels bad. But also, that hit from Orgless, when they get that kill and they move to attack the A bomb site, I feel like the attack never actually began.
No, it kind of did.
It's like they obviously made the call to progress and attack the A bomb site, but no one actually did the attacking.
Yeah, I think it's almost like they thought they could get way closer onto the bomb site before they had to fight, and they were still just running, to get to the actual bomb site.
Yep.
You have to stop at one point and actually take the fight. Though I will say that shot from Taco was still beautiful.
He took his time, didn't he?
Yeah, we could have Taco shave Semler's mustache with a USP. Maybe, he was that accurate.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely.
He
I think Semler would be fine for that. 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Just don't move.
Don't move. We'll create like a little brace for his head and just stick it in, and then...
It's like a whole, shit, what's that movie? I've lost it.
Yeah?
That movie, Anders. Help me out here. Super Troopers.
Ah.
It's like they go out in the field, and he's like, oh, we testing the equipment.
Yeah, and I believe that's essentially a ball cup thing that he's got.
Yeah, it's a steel cup. It's the wrong head we're discussing, but still.
Yeah.
Sentiment is there.
I think it's a good idea. Super Troopers is a great movie. People should watch that.
Phenomenal movie. It holds up so well.
It really does. Well, pistol round goes in favor of MIBR. That means they can pick up some rifles. A little bit light on the SMGs. They want to make sure that they don't get overwhelmed. And we have seen a lot of teams lose these second rounds. So I don't really blame them for trying to be a bit cautious. It's never really that fun, especially because this is, this is one of the maps that, in spite of everything, probably still is a little bit questionable for MIBR, so you don't want to take any risks here, really.
I like seeing MIBR, at least early in the pistol round in this second round, aggressive defense at top mid over at brackets, and that's a timing shot as soon as Kanji makes contact. Flashbang and nade comes out, and that nade does so much damage.
Fur has another one. This could be beautiful. Falling, got to set one up. Fur's kind of ready and waiting for it. Gonna take a shot through instead. What shots? Oh my god! That is so disgusting. You don't see that all the time.
It's the same thing as the pistol round. It's like they made the call to go through the smoke, but everyone just lazily kind of goes for a stroll. And Fur has the easiest quad kill headshots that you'll ever see.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to do a lot of work for it, but it was very clean.
Yeah, it was nice. Especially with the nade damage as well. He could have done body shots. Either way, first gun round coming up. Kriegs on FNS, Wardell, and Ye. They being 3 into the action. Pretty light on nades. 4 flashbangs, 2 smokes, and a Molotov.
Well, they're actually going to run into that grenade in the middle. Don't always see those doing too much damage. Sabrosa trying to get some transfer in while catching them jumping. Not quite going to happen. And, oh, Taco backpedaling while still continuing the spray to get 2 kills. And I don't know, Orgless, what did they do from here on out? That's such a rough way to get started in a round where you find out the rifles. 5 versus 3. Done some damage to Taco, but that's it.
That's it, and you don't even really know how much damage. He hasn't even really had to got a clean fight to shoot at Taco. So nice double kill, and now he's going to rotate back to A. Aggression remains in Banana, so MIBR is going to have the intel between Fallen and Fur that nothing's really coming B. It's all quiet on that front, and Fallen can have a fast flank if he stays at the end of Banana, but they're going to fall away. And Orgless, still with limited utility, have not chosen an endgame.
I think surely, at this point you're just hoping, you're praying that you're going to find a kill. Notice Taco was low from earlier. So that's a pretty decent find. Down to about 45 seconds on the clock. KNG inside of the A bomb site, Mayan down in the pit. A crossfire that could be very, very difficult to break apart, sneaking Infinite around. I don't really mind that idea, but it didn't work out. He got caught. And yeah, they're just not going to have enough players to take all those fights at the same time.
No,
swapping out for 3 Kriegs and an AK-47, my god.
Yeah, it's about the roughest start you can get on the T side of Inferno for Orgless. I like that. Taco down Banana, Fur challenging from Small Pit. MIBR is feeling very frisky this afternoon in their fight selection.
And Orgless obviously need to do a lot more damage. Just even now looking at the economy on that CT side. It is starting to look pretty good. There's Jay doing his part, taking down KNG at top mid. 1 clean deagle shot is all it took. Really well done.
It's one of the Kriegs on the ground as well. But again, the defense is going to remain aggressive, and I like this, at least in the early stages. I'm curious, the reason why I like this is I want to know if MIBR is eventually going to switch it up and fall off and just force Orgless to get used to their being presence at top mid and force them to burn an extra smoke, an extra Molotov, a couple extra flashes to take that control, and maybe that helps them later on. So I'm interested to see how MIBR adapts this defense as it goes on. For the moment, Fur is the only one at the B bomb site. He's got 1 smoke to delay, but I don't think it's going to hold Orgless back because they only have pistols, and I think they'll just pop flash themselves right through it if they get the chance.
Yeah, surely they will. They're setting up for it right now. There comes the grenade, the flashbang as well. Fur just going to try and fall back. Pretty good control, and we'll take down 2. We'll give the AK-47 away. They did run away with the Krieg on the other side. They actually backpedaled all the way into the pit, so no one can steal it. But the bomb is going to be planted, and it's a 3-on-3 with that AK in play. They did spot him, I think, going back, so at least they know that much. And Fallen will beat Sub Rosa easily with that M4A1, so the AK is no longer in play. And now, how do you stop this defuse? The smoke is going to be going up. They have another smoke even behind it if they need it. Mayan will take a kill on FNS, and that leaves Infinite in a 1 versus 3 back here behind the smoke. And I don't know, he had to try something. It wasn't going to be working out.
It's not bad though. 2 kills and the plant for Orgless. That's going to make you feel good. I think they even got one of the Kriegs to be dropped and not recovered. Certainly the AK-47. So 4-0 for MIBR, looking pretty good. Money's going to start building. And Orgless is going to have another powerful buy. This will be the best one they've had. They'll have mostly Kriegs. They'll have all the utility and all of that good stuff. All the cherries, the sprinkles.
Frosting. Whole
maraschino cherry.
Whole bucket of frosting.
Bucket of frosting and a big spoon.
5th round. Yeah. Now's the time. They did some damage in that round. They got more out of it than maybe you were expecting. Oh, okay. Elusive chicken. Almost beating Taco.
Prius a big fan of the chickens. Shaking his head no.
They got really everything in this round on the T side. They've won some fights at top mid, which is that's a good basis for building any T round, even if you just get traded up there. So I wouldn't blame them if they just try and do something similar here. Still leaving Fur alone on B though as MIBR, which Orgless would have to. You have to get that intel. They have to know that that's something that's happening in some of these rounds at least. Then you could definitely exploit it.
A lot of Molotovs still left for Orgless. Actually, a lot of nades on both teams. The nature of MIBR playing this passively, don't have to use their utility quite yet. They can wait until control is gained. Fallen. Well, that's a risky flashbang. It's mistimed. He's lucky to be alive. They're going to hunt him down. No chance. But that's a B player. And maybe the information is there. Aggression in mid. KNG's got to stand his ground. Another chance on FNS. Trying to bait out the shot. All the meanwhile, they're wrapping behind. And there's Mayern with the save. KNG somehow lived a little bit longer. And Mayern in the pit is holding on for dear life.
Yeah, he has to get another kill before his teammate shows up. Molotov to force him out into the fight. And man, what a great kill. Out in the open, an Infinite long-range spray. That was incredible control. I actually thought he was going to lose that fight. Furd showing up just in time to continue the battle there.
And Fur's been pretty spot on as well. He missed an opportunity to shut that round down.
Yeah.
Man, what an effort from Mayern to keep that alive. Now, that's actually a huge win for Orgless. Not just the first round win they'll have in this half, but remember, MIBR have saved, what, 2 Kriegs? They had just picked up an AWP. That takes a lot of economy away, takes a lot of the dangerous weaponry out of their hands. So pretty solid for Orgless. And if they can build upon this, if they win 2 in a row, due to the virtue of getting 2 kills in the bomb plant with just Deagles, they'll wipe the economy out of the Brazilian defense.
Yeah, what a good position to be in spite of a little bit of a bumpy start. It was so interesting because MIBR flashed their way into middle to counter the fact that Fallen went down, but both players were unflashed around the corner when that was going on. KNG missed opportunity, but there's just 3 people at this quad corner, so I don't know what you're going to do about that. Sneaking into it, Fallen missing the fact that someone was there. That is a big mistake.
They haven't learned from their B pushes throughout history on this map. Fur's going to drop a smoke, and he'll get around the corner just barely. And they're pressing through it. Sub Rosa taking a couple shots. Fur gets tagged by 1 or 2 shots. And now it's more so. Now he's getting spammed. Sub Rosa knows it. Perfect flashbang. Taco coming in. Should have been a triple. FNS and Wardell are so low.
They're low, but that can win them the round. The fact that they're low in the afterplant, especially with that AWP in play, that might not even matter. There are no HE grenades or Molotovs to flush anyone out. Orgless might have found a way through. And that is kind of built off of the fact that MIBR were just so aggressive, even after they won the fight at top mid. They're going to lose the round. That's...
Yeah, I don't know what the push from Fallen just looks a bit silly, especially because he's not committed to it. That is not a necessary battle to take, and this is the result, especially in a 5-on-4.
Yeah, I feel like... Go on.
That feels like a call that was like made before the kill comes out, and they just never changed their mind.
Yeah, they just kept going.
Yeah.
And I agree, because you could obviously make the choice to go and push, you know, all the way down to the bottom of Banana and just keep flanking, but the call can't possibly be, you know, go down there, take a fight, and then try and run back. Like, that's such a long way to try and fall back where they can just catch you. The
one X factor is the communication on the MIBR side, because 3 players were aggressive in mid. KNG missed a shot, and I believe it was Mayern who cleaned up Ye. They knew there was only 1 player there. So unless they called out, you know, they're attacking mid or they're up mid.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of that would have lured Fallen to continue moving forward with that push. Either way, it backfires. And this is the result. The AWP that KNG saved, some utility, but all pistols for the defense.
Molotov being put out by a teammate. Oh, and a nice shot on Ye. Some patience being shown there by KNG.
Now, one of them needs to go to the other bomb site. Either KNG sticks around and Fallen rotates, or Fallen sticks around and KNG rotates. Either one. It doesn't matter, but they need to get over to this A bomb site immediately. It's KNG with the AWP, which at the moment, looking at the minimap, is the right call.
Yeah, he's even sneaking through, just ready to try and beat that smoke. They're going to come through, running through, and they have the weapons to do it with. KNG almost lining it up, missing the chance mid-air. He's going to get the follow-up on Sub Rosa. That was great, though. KNG opening up this round with 2 kills.
Set up by Taco, just spamming his P250. You could see Orgless getting thirsty for that kill, hunting it down, chasing after it. Now the real difficult part becomes KNG, another missed shot. He needed to hit that. He's got low HP, so even that position in library is very, very dangerous.
Yeah, it definitely is. You could tell he's a little bit scared that they might be wrapping around him. Inside the bomb site, Taco, and then down in the pit is Fur and May, and that's still a lot of people to find, even if they just have pistols. And there's about 30 seconds left. Wardell up here with the bomb. Also got to make sure he actually gets out and the bomb doesn't get stuck up there, because that would be a disaster. 20 seconds now. KNG falling away, and that's the wrong move. And they're going to know right about now that something is up. 17 seconds on the clock. The Molotov down in the pit. Mayan going down, and Taco just hiding inside, still looking for the headshot, but he can't find it. FNS with a double instead. The AWP is lost, and all of that hope just completely washed out of the round.
Yeah, eventually Orgless did a great job moving up ramp side and restricting the amount of information that MIBR could have. None of those pistols were trying to discover where the attack was coming from. You probably could have sacrificed him, but I think the real difficult part to that was KNG missing that initial shot, getting legged. That was the one that forced him to be passive. He's the one with the AWP who wanted to be aggressive and keep an eye on the opponents. Once that's taken away, the pistols are just too weak.
Yeah, a bit of a shame, especially when you notice how there was like 4 or 5 seconds left when the plant was going down towards the end. So a potential nightmare could have been happening there for Orgless. But they have found their way back into the game here. 4-3. That's pretty acceptable, especially look at the economy on MIBR. A couple of grenades over here at Banana. Going to be just trying to time that one, not really listening for anything. Not getting any damage out of it either. They could tie up the scoreline right here. Oh.
Hello.
They're all standing still, Jason.
We're all chilling. What are they thinking? They're not moving. No one's doing anything.
Yeah, what a bold move.
I know. We'll see if it pans out. I believe last time this happened, this was just a GoTV thing. I believe the game is still going on.
Yeah.
So we'll let you guys know as soon as we can figure things out. But yeah, 4-3 for MIBR, all pistols. This is a nice little run for Orgless after getting beat up in the first gun round or so. So a good return.
It is a good return. The only thing that really bothers me again is the fact that the initial launch pad for this was MIBR. Again, kind of giving
just pushing down
away.
me.
It's like, oh, you know why?
I know, but there's some fun symmetry in the disaster of MIBR choosing to aggress down Banana.
Yeah,
Brings back all the old memories.
it does.
Fur and Phelps. This time it's Fur and Fallen.
Just in case anyone was out there thinking that's all in the past.
Also, if it's gonna be Fur and Fallen at the B bomb site, wouldn't you want Fur to be the one pushing down? He seems more suited to that kind of a play.
Yeah. It is how it works. Orgless did win that round, no surprise to anyone. But yeah, we'll get back on the server as soon as the GoTV's up. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could take it as a sign of, you know, them starting to feel better about Inferno, and they're like, oh yeah, we feel a bit more confident. It's just that, you know, when it doesn't work out, it's hard to use that excuse, right? You're just thinking like maybe not so much.
Well, I also
and it was so disjointed. I don't even know what the plan was.
I think the biggest part of that push, I mean, not to harp on it too much, for me, isn't so much that they did it. It's like when they did it. It's when you're in a 5-on-4. Like, why is that the next risk you're taking?
Yeah.
Seems silly.
Yeah, and he did actually spot the guy in T-spawn, more or less.
Yeah, but that was one of those, we mention always the peeking with intent, right? That was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to look right just because it's what I'm supposed. It's like when you, like, you know, look both
Checking
ways
this-
before you cross the
Look
street.
right. Oh, wait.
Yeah, you're not actually looking for a car, you're just kind of moving your head. But the car was there. It was coming.
Yeah, rough way to just let Orgless back in the game and tie up the scoreline, as we just heard. So 4-4, and at that rate, they could have a very good first half. They could keep this back. And now, I mean, the back that they had is completely gone, obviously, for MIBR.
Yeah, that's the real problem, is another gun round win for Orgless, and all of a sudden they're looking at 6 rounds. And that's it's already a good T-half to have, you know, just 10 rounds in, and you have 5 more to just add on top of it. So we'll see if MIBR can recover. Fallen has that AWP, so you'd expect him to be a bit more passive in Banana. The sad thing is, between, you know, remember, there's that round with Taco where they put him over there as the 3rd player. He got a double kill through the smoke. They were actually challenging for map control at top, mid, and Banana, and being effective at it up until everything got ripped out of their hands.
Well, if they want a really good first half here, then MIBR at least have the weaponry to try and put together that kind of a game. 3-way crossfire set up at top mid usually can be very effective. Again, it's hard to flash this many people if you're coming in from the T side. If you throw a pop flash and try and get through, probably someone's going to be playing anti-flash and they'll be able to get the kill. You see the guy behind the pillar there. This could be a slaughter of Orgless. They're walking right into it. Pretty good return from Sabrosa. More grenades are coming through, but the Molotov will hold them back for a bit. Not so much in Boiler, though. Infinite trying to take that fight. Win it as well. Taco trying to chase him down, but Infinite heard that drop, and he'll turn right back for him. What a great victory. But now, Orgless, there's still a minute left. They don't have to run or try and do anything here. Almost getting themselves killed. If Fallen had got the second shot there, it would have been a disaster.
He's going to read this. He's reading this perfectly. And oh, he never pulled the trigger. Looked like he was going to have the lineup. It's another round for Orgless. Nice adjustment. Nice call back to the B bomb site.
Bomb has been planted.
That...
Man, I hate kind of shitting on MIBR setups over and over, but why Molotov mid?
Oh, just keep the fight going, you mean?
Yeah, but that's where you want them to attack.
Yeah.
You want them to come up. That's where you have your stack.
And once you've Molotoved it, you still had... You had 2 people fighting Boiler. Well, really only one at a time, though. Like, either both jump and take that fight, or find a way to just hide or get out of it, or whatever the plan is, the follow-up.
Some of it's nitpicky, but I don't know.
It just seems to be Fallen again had a huge chance there to easily pick up that kill coming through construction, but again it felt like he was so all right, sneaky kill. Bros had a heart attack right there. but it just felt like he had the crosshair in the right place. He just wasn't mentally quite ready for it.
Ready for that fight. Well, they better get ready, because they're going to be in for a battle here on Inferno. 5-4 in the favor of Orgless. 5 in a row as well. They've got the op, they've got all the weapons, all the utility. It's MIBR now struggling to get back in the game, back in control on this defensive side.
3 smokes, leaving the possibility at least that if Orgless make a mistake in being too slow and not forcing out those smokes, they could be behind a wall and just, you know, you can lose track of time, even though it seems ridiculous. It happens with some regularity on Inferno, I feel like.
Okay, well now we'll have to see the adaptation for MIBR. They've had a couple of rounds being aggressive in brackets, and they've lost it the past few. I think you have to see a shift now. If it's not working, go away from it for at least a couple rounds, try a more passive setup, and see what Orgless is going to bring to the table. Fallen is pushed all the way to the base of Banana. He's got a deagle. 4-man stack, 3 players in pit, KNG inside the site.
M4 missing a chance, a lot of grenades to follow. It's almost like Fur baited out the grenades for, Taco did for Fur to die. That was really unfortunate. Mayan will get a kill, but that's pretty much all they're going to get on this bomb site so far. The flank for Fallen would have maybe been amazing if there had been still a fight going on inside the bomb site, but that was a nice punch there from Orgless.
Mayern almost pulled off a Hollywood clip. He like fell off the balcony and picked up the Krieg as he was dropping down.
Yeah.
That was great.
Just
didn't get anything with it afterwards, but
we appreciate the effort. 6-4.
Oh no. 2-round lead. M4's back in hand for MIBR. No AWP on Fallen.
6 in a row for Orgless, by the way.
Yeah, 6 very strong rounds as well. They've done a good job keeping people alive. Haven't been a whole lot of clutch situations in those 6 rounds. Banana is contested. A lot of utility from Fallen and Fur. Fallen already down to just a smoke. Fur already down to just a flashbang for the rest of the round. And they didn't do a whole lot of damage for that utility dump.
No, they really did. I mean, they were just at the top of the corner. They weren't even really trying to get those grenades that deep in. Now that control's been taken, which that is not the problem. The problem is how long can the Fallen actually hold on to the smoke that he has. It's 1 minute and 10 seconds. Doubtful he could do it for another 30 seconds without actually doing anything.
Yeah, well, they boosted Fur up. Taco is cheating over for the moment. He's in CT spawn, and the problem is he's hesitating between the bomb sites. He doesn't know exactly where is best for him to be. So he's just listening for information at top Banana while he's along this wall. Fur and Fallen both playing spawn side of the B bomb site, so they can be smoked off. Their goal is to play retake to get 1 or 2 kills on the entrance. This could turn into a split. 40 seconds left. Yay and FNS. This is actually just going to be a fake.
Yeah.
Everyone else is ready to go.
But it's looking like Fallen pushing through is pretty important, at least in terms of getting the read, but they're still so far away that it might not matter here. KNG and Mayan might have to do this all on their own. They've got a bit of a crossfire, and KNG trying to get there in time. It's a good headshot, but he's actually so far forward that Mayan can't even help him out.
Yeah.
It's like he was so trying to help out his teammate in pit that he actually forgot to just slow it down. FNS, good bit of gatekeeping going on here. Covering the arch, even getting traded. It's still enough for them to win the round. 7 in a row now.
FNS is calling a fantastic T-side for Orgless at the moment. He is pulling MIBR all across the map. They look outclassed tactically, which is such a wild thought.
Yeah, that's... I mean, I don't know if it shouldn't be happening. I don't want to discredit FNS either, but you would think that they would have... They actually tried their best to get the read, right? As the smokes go up in B, Fallen was pushing through to try and see, and he realized, but the problem is they already had 3 people there. And they had no vision on mid at that point in time.
Remember, I mean, that's kind of the result of their own doing, right? With that level of nades and Banana to start the round, when you leave Fur and Fallen with 1 minute 30 seconds in the round with just 1 smoke and 1 flashbang, yeah, you're going to feel very nervous. You're going to have Taco in limbo between the bomb sites. And you were spot on as well, by the way. That crossfire between KNG and Mayern did absolutely nothing. They're fighting at a completely different point of attack. Mayern has no ability to be involved in that battle from KNG. So some miscommunication, some disorganization on the setup, and Orgless now with a 3-round lead.
And those little things, right? If this was a map that MIBR was feeling really confident on, they had 100 games on it, you know, on the CT side where they were really feeling it between Mayan and KNG, you just develop a feeling. Those are some good grenades. Oh, wow. And a follow-up, too. FNS almost ran back into the Molotov and nearly could have got... I think almost swung on there. It looked like Fur was trying to go for it, but...
Molotov came out at just the perfect time.
But yeah, just the timing to go for those fights, right? You have to do that 500 times, and then you just develop like an intuitive feeling for exactly how you want to play it and how your teammate plays it even.
Well, we'll see if FNS and Orgless can dig themselves out of this hole. They're down a player. Almost 2, considering FNS is at 5 HP. Now it's definitely 2. And this one might slip away. Double pit, KNG on wrap side, inside of the arches. All M4s for the Brazilian defense, and there shouldn't be a way for Orgless to get into this round.
Shouldn't be. Boosting up, I think they already saw the gun barrel. I think they know. In fact, Wardell might be... Yeah, they're both thinking about it. Still going down. Taco probably not realizing he was visible from that area. Man, smoking himself. Oh, not quick enough, though. Wardell with a second kill. Yeah, it's a really, really quick flank, and that should probably do it. They're going to go and get the bomb down at the very least, so that'll probably help them out a little bit. They have a lot of money, but still, 2 on 3 here.
This is doable. If Wardell can pick off this flanker inside of the halls or up lane, that would be massive. FNS is just tucked into a corner inside the site. Wardell's got to do it all. He's already got 2 kills, and he might need to get the ace.
And he's just a bit overextended. Again, very, very tough for him to try and do. FNS going to be going down, low on health already. But you know what? 7 in a row for Orgless. That is still a very, very good run. And I agree, they could have probably won this round, even in the 2 on 3.
Those are great shots from Wardell. I mean, I know it's just 2 of them. It's not nearly enough to win the round, but you can see some of the style of opping, some of the flavor of opping that he brings to the table that has made a lot of people pretty excited throughout his very young, very early career in CSGO. Certainly, it's pretty magnificent to have that kind of shooting even get you a plant in that scenario.
MIBR back on the board with the 5th round. And they need to continue. They need to win the next 3 here, and then make it 8-7, I think. Otherwise, I don't know, Inferno might completely slip out of their hands. It kind of already is in some sense. And with the economy going the way that it is, yeah, they desperately need to string more wins on top of this. I like the aggression out of Taco here, but they're going to leave him and just start to fall back. Pretty aggressive way to play this. Flashed in Wardell. Taco not there to be found. Lucky for him, I think.
Second smoke just put up at the half wall in Banana. And KNG waiting for that smoke to fade. Timing shot isn't there. But it gives up the positioning of Ye, who spams into the smoke. And here we go. All 5 players are here from Orgless, so it'll be interesting to see if they decide to pull the trigger on this. Fallen, he's pushed up in lane. He's got the first. That M4A1, it's done some work. The nade is out as well. FNS going to take some damage. And now Fur pushes in, and this is a great crunch of brackets.
Yeah, they were so focused on that quad corner, and I can't blame them. I mean, there was grenades landing in front of them, and they were fighting Fallen. And Fur just, that's the kind of intuition. I mean, those 2 have also been playing together for quite a long time, but that's what Fur is really good at. The chaos and the aggression on top of it, 6-7.
Also, I mean, I think it's also a matter of Orgless kind of a bit of a misstep with 4 players just being bunched up at brackets, not moving forward, not falling back whatsoever. You're just sitting in a nade trap if it's that long. At MIBR, I like the decision to get aggressive and retake top mid.
And I mean, the power of having all those 4 people there is obviously if you beat Fallen at that position and you're just on the bomb side so quickly, but the risk is massive.
I don't think anyone expected him to be here. That second player after an FNS turns the corner, I think it was Subrosa, he had a nade in hand. Yeah. He wasn't prepared or ready to even think about trading that kill. So just a 1-round lead now for Orgless, and they're the ones hurting for money.
Again, a lot of grenades. Ooh, missed opportunity, but there are more people in the middle waiting. And while you flash one, the other one isn't flashed.
That's the second time that Ye has done that, where he's come up mid with the flashbang from his teammate. KNG's missed a shot, and Mayern cleans it up. Ooh. Good shot from Infinite, looking for the boost, and that's going to keep Taco and KNG frozen at the A-bomb site.
He's actually hitting some really good kills, Infinite. It's fun to see. See if he gets string another one into this round.
Now he's snake back in the green room trying to make up his Infinite t-shirt again. His little fan club signs.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, it was fun watching him. I hope someone's recording all that stuff backstage. I'm sure a lot of strange noises are being made at the moment. Subrosa, FNS, and Wardell left, and just as we were praising Infinite, he did actually go down. Taco, as this smoke fades, let's see if he's going to have at least 1 of the kills, because if he doesn't, KNG is going to be alone in a 1 versus 3. Instead, Wardell quickly trading there. KNG gets 1, and now he could really just buy some time. He's going to swing for it, which I can't even explain why. It's a 1-on-3, no bomb plant yet. If you just wait, then Wardell's chances to win is just going to drop to 0. but he went for it, and that could be very dangerous. There's a bit of a chance. Wardell with one more kill. Huge triple coming in. He needs the quad to try and win the round, and he's going to fake plant it one more time. He's only got 9 seconds, and actually that fake could cost him his life. He's now going to be shot in the back, first sneaking in the hallway, but I don't know. I'm gonna write up a ticket for KNG in that one.
Yeah.
Have to find him.
Well, I mean, that is a blind shot from Wardell to get KNG, so, I mean, pretty impressive either way, but you're right. He could have just stayed hidden in pit, and that round is near impossible to win. Instead, Wardell had a chance. 7-7, and MIBR's got a bit of a run on their own. 3 straight, looking for 4 in a row to close the half, and they have an avenue for it. They have 1 Galil to go up against, along with 4 Deagles. This aggressive mid-control from MIBR, for better or worse, has been there, well, pretty much this entire half.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
I mean, the way that they're doing it, it's working out pretty well. All they've encountered mostly are those setup flashbangs. Okay. Infinite crouching for an instant kill, beating the AWP. But yeah, there haven't been enough Molotovs or anything to clear out that quad side of mid. Taco with a nice shot and perfectly abusing the angle there to get rid of Wardell too. And that should be most of the threat gone here. So could be a decent-ish finish for MIBR. I don't know if 8 rounds is something that you want to celebrate in the first half of Inferno, but it makes it a really open game.
I think they're going to be okay with it when you consider like switching over to the T side and the Kriegs and the meta at this point. I think 7-8 isn't the worst thing in the world. It's recoverable still. I think in the older terms of thinking about Inferno, it's not great, but we're not in the old days anymore, Anders.
No, they've come and gone, and now it's all about the Kriegs.
Now it's all about the Kriegs. FNS trying to find an entry into this bomb site. That's a nasty little angle for Taco, and they never saw Mayer.
Inferno between MIBR and Orgless, and it was a pretty clean or pretty clear first half here. 8-7 right down the middle. We'll see who's going to be picking it up here. It looked like MIBR probably could have had way more rounds, but once Orgless were let into the game, they went on a 7-round run, and that's how they got those rounds, just all in one block.
I think FNS called a great decided half to put 7 rounds on the board after losing the pistol. That is very impressive stuff. From FNS and Orgless, it is Wardell leading the way with 11 kills, Infinite and Sub Rosa with 10 each, and for MIBR, it's 13 kills on Fur, 12 on KNG and Mayern. And here we go. Ye is going to be under pressure first. Double peek from each side of the halls, but he's only visible to one, and that shot is going to give away the game as he falls back into pit.
Playing it safely, which is by no means criticism. Not worth going down and leaving Sub Rosa alone. Orgless right now hoping that they're going to show up at the B bomb side, in which case they probably win the round.
It's very possible. It's Taco and Fallen at the top banana, and they're the ones with utility. So this could either be them falling back to the B bomb site, or this could be a fake setup. Now the problem is that smoke from FNS kind of ruins this. Like, you can't dedicate anyone to this. It's a pop flash through the smoke. Taco gonna clear towards CT spawn, looking for something, anyone. He sees absolutely nothing until just now.
Fallen coming back with 1 smoke. I'm guessing for Little Pit, that would make the most sense. Sub Rosa and Ye still trying to hold this crossfire, but it's not going to happen. And they're on the bomb side immediately. Look at the smoke. He just went down now. Yeah. That was the one that Fallen through from middle. And the fight is pretty much over before it happens. What a cool turnaround for MIBR. I have such a small point of criticism of this one, but I wish Fallen would have also saved 1 flashbang for them to get out of apartments. Okay. But all he had was the smoke. But otherwise, it's good. I'm still fine with it.
Listen, Taco does such a good job there. Those are the kind of things that Taco can provide you that he doesn't really get a whole lot of credit for, that no one really gets credit for. The 1 kill on that fake is so massive. Just to get 1 frag, it just provides this small opportunity to get into the A bomb site for that fake to actually come to fruition. So shout out to Taco for that 1 kill in the B bomb site. Orgless actually, I mean, 3 players stacked there. They played it very passively because they were expecting it to be a full-on hit, a full-on attack of the bomb site.
True.
But if they had been aggressive and found that it was just Taco, maybe they find out in time.
It's almost like you're suffering from a kind of confirmation bias when you do those stacks, right? Yeah. Like, you want them to come. You hope that they will. The whole plan is for it, and you see the initial stage, you're like, yeah, it's working. Like, they're actually doing it. And then, it's hard to read that it's going to be something else. And especially when he actually gets a kill from it, you're like, all right, well, now the battle is on. And by the time you get the call over at the A-bomb side, it's too late. It's already done. Nova's shotgun on FNS, as if we didn't like him already.
He's got back to an old classic. It's a shotgun setup in halls. Oh dear. Good kill from Ye. That's on to Fur. And does MIBR actually want to press this up middle? FNS can hear all this with the Nova. He's ready to go.
A little bit range there. And you need to hit that the first time around. Ye coming in for some more action, but he's going to go down as well. Leave Wardell inside the bomb site with a CSET 75. Going to buy some time, or at least try to, with that smoke going up, but they're already taking that wide angle against him. I think he might have been trying to, you know, stop them from doing it, but...
No, I think more than anything, he dropped the smoke in the corner, and I think he assumed that they saw the trajectory of that, because Mayern did, in fact, see that it came from the corner, so I think he was just trying to get a new position.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe hoping someone would come through the smoke to try and clear out the corner, and he'd have an easy one. Either way, whatever his plan was, it didn't work. It didn't accomplish what it was designed for.
First saying in the chat, by the way, they almost had a heart attack from that shotgun up in the halls, which is great. 10-7. He should try and play some Half-Life Alyx if he's looking for that.
You've been having a good time with that.
I've been having
I haven't
a good time.
Gotten back into the world of the VR Alyx world since my initial 3-hour.
It is mental. I stood up for 6 hours in a room yesterday playing Alyx, just standing for a long time.
Feeling sore today?
Not at all. It's actually doing wonders for me. Who knew? I'm loving it.
If you had to make one guess on how much time you're going to spend sitting once you discover VR porn, over or under 10 hours?
Yeah, definitely over. That was a really easy over under. You didn't even try it. Yeah, it's definitely something that we're gonna have to check out. We don't have to do it as a group if you don't want to.
I was gonna say, why? Please don't say we.
Come on, Jason, don't be like that.
Oh no. All right, well, MIBR set up to protect against these pushes. They have just lost to Mac 10, and actually that's a kill that shouldn't come out. That's an AK-47 on the ground that might not be able to be recovered. KNG's on the hustle back to protect the rest of his teammates. Fallen's under a little bit of pressure. Taco now being shot in the back, and this is getting confusing and hectic, and Orgless have actually done pretty much anything you could have asked for. FNS, oh my god, they're so blind. They're so blind.
He deserved that, at least the one, didn't he?
He deserved at least someone to go off to the bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there tremendous amount of damage being output there for Orgless. It's a good way to put some... Okay, we're going to fire it up for the next round. We actually have the rifles. It's always great when you get some kills like that with almost nothing. 11-7 the scoreline, and a chance here for Orgless to swing back into the game. Having gone on now a 7-round loss, if you count the ending rounds of the first half. Not that much fun going that kind of a dive.
Here we go. Banana control, contested from both sides. Nice exchange of utility. Some damage done to KNG and Fallen, and that's a big kill from Wardell. That's top mid. They actually got funneled back into that. Now the problem is, because they're opening, they've just now gotten into position. Ye's close up, and they're stuck in halls. That was almost a perfect timing, but look at KNG. He could change the whole nature of this round.
He is sneaking around back. Let's see if he could find Infinite, who's been playing a really good game, and he's so ready for it, but still going to get shot in the face. I actually think that's some heads-up play for Infinite to even be considering it that early on, but still can't find the fight there. Ye with almost a double kill might have been able to secure the round right then and there. So Rosa pushing down to the bottom. Oh, he's going to change his minds, and just at the right time, see if he can have the intel here without getting himself killed. He's playing a very dangerous position. Going to swing into it. They nearly lined up for a double, but it should be a bomb plant here. FNS, oh no, there's no smoke on KNG. The flashbang, is he going to swing for the fight? He's going to fall back instead with 40 seconds. This is some next level mind games being thrown at them.
At this point, you might as well just go for it. You might as well just go for it. I'm almost surprised. He just picked up a smoke. I would have expected him to just throw that after the B bomb set and book it to A. Wardell's got the angle. KNG swings, and he's already down. 11-8, and Orgless win the first gun round, and they stay in the map. They keep things close. 3 rounds behind, but they needed that win.
Yeah, they did, and I don't know. There were a couple of things there that could have really gone horribly wrong. I think Ye was fighting... Either Ye and FNS was fighting at that hay cart. when they were coming out of the apartments,
Yeah.
and I actually thought maybe someone was going to shoot him in the back from coming in from quad. Like, it was so close that could have happened.
I actually don't even mind the call from MIBR to push the pace of that attack in halls, because you think you're going to catch the Omper on the fallback, and they almost did. Molotov is put out immediately. Taco's got an angle at the car, but Infinite is still here around the corner. Nade in hand, they know his position. Good double peek, and oh boy, Sub Rose is under a lot of pressure, but MIBR do not continue and press the attack. They want to fall away, so they're happy with a 1-for-1 trade.
And FNS was there really quickly. I actually think if they'd pushed that, probably would not have worked out that well. Look at the grenades left, though, on Orgless, in spite of it being a 4-on-4, and there's still a minute and 13 seconds left. They have used a lot of grenades just in the early exchange out of Banana. And MIB have a lot left. They could go for a... They could actually go for a full-on execute on B with all of the Molotovs.
Look how convinced Orgless is that this is going to be a hit towards the B bomb site. Wardell, with basically all the utility, has now joined up with FNS and Sub Rosa at the B bomb site. He's shifted away just now, but they really felt like there was a timing coming in. And I think if there's any kind of fake thrown from KNG and Fallen, Wardell's going to get sucked right back towards that B bomb site.
Well, they're setting up the smokes like it's going to be a wrap around quad here. One side also a little pit smoked off. Ye is in the pit on his own with just an M4 and nothing to buy time with. He can't smoke or flash anything. They throw several Molotovs at him and he will absolutely burn. Wardell going down as well from KNG with a nice walk through the smoke there, and that's the round.
That's a nice hit. Just the smallest amount of utility at the B bomb site to keep FNS and Sub Rosa frozen there. They can't make the decision because there's no intel being passed along from anyone from Orgless because they were playing so deep and passive. That's a good call and a good adjustment from MIBR. Very comfortable in that 4-on-4, and now they've got 12. And now they've taken the AWP out of the hands of Wardell, which is a huge victory. Huge.
Yeah, he's been dangerous with it, so just getting that away from him. And Orgless don't have the money to sustain that kind of a loss. It was happening too early, right?
Yeah, this is brutal. I mean, because they won the previous round with just 2 players alive, so they hadn't been able to build up the money quite yet. This was a massive round for MIBR to win, and it's going to get them one step closer to taking this first map. Orgless's pick.
It was second map. I don't know.
Overpass.
Overpass, yeah, and that could be really, really dangerous. Third one would be Dust too if it gets there. I don't know. I feel like Orgless needed this Inferno win to give us a really, really good hope of it. Although, I don't know. It's not that I feel really strongly about MIBR's overpass either. So we'll see.
What do you feel strongly about for MIBR's map pool?
Don't know.
Is there anything?
Not for a couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. 2 M4s and upgraded pistols surrounding them for Orgless, and that's on defense. Sub Rosa with the only utility. It's a singular flashbang for the entire round. And that's why we're seeing this stack, and I don't even mind it being a stack.
No, I mean, might as well try and set something up. If they go B, it's Infinite with a deal. If not,
And
pretty good chance.
Each rifle in middle has a pistol paired up with them to bait, to keep space, whatever you want to use it for. The sacrificial lambs of Ye and Wardell.
Well worth it. Ooh, flashbang to set up a peek, but they were actually ready for it there in MIBR. They do still take a lot of damage.
Yeah, what the hell? Were they like turning around to leave and it just was so perfectly convenient, or did they see or hear that coming? Either way, Taco's going to get one more. He's got to be careful. There's so much more pressure that can be applied. Those M4s still have not gotten involved in the action.
Infinite smoked off. Not really hearing much of anything, and the flashbang will definitely turn them around. Some spray coming through. They're going to boost Sub Rosa on top, and he'll get the kill on the bomb carrier there. Mayon going down. Now it's a 3-on-3, but they are a little bit tanked up, and the boost comes back again for more. It works another time, and falling down finally, they'll take care of Sub Rosa. Now 20 seconds, and suddenly this bomb plant's got really dangerous. FNS almost a bit early on the trigger. There's only about 20 seconds. Nice shot from Infinite, going through the wall to take down KNG. That is beautiful. And now Taco going to go straight for the bomb plant, just hoping and crossing his fingers that Infinite wouldn't be in the right position at the right time there. He's on the other side with no armor and about half health, so this is going to have to be clean for Infinite. Any extended fight, and he's going to lose it for sure. Taco walking right into it, and it was a headshot. It's so close for Infinite. He's playing a great game right now, but It was barely enough.
Yeah, well, Orgless was given a lot of opportunities. I like the call. We talk about it. I think we both enjoy seeing teams when they're in like really hectic situations just hit the pause button and be patient and wait. This one was weird though because MIBR does that. They hit the pause button, they play it slow, they wait, they decide to try and create some safety for themselves in the B bomb site, but no one's actually watching anything. Everyone's kind of, you know, that boost to strike twice. It's incredible that Orgless is able to get away with that.
Yeah.
13-8, bailed out by a couple nice kills from KNG. 24 and 13 for him on this map.
Shot through the wall against KNG there, but he has snuck through. Can he get the timing down? He can, taking down FNS, and Wardell goes down on the other side, now escaping with what they got. That is so powerful. Ye alone in the middle, if he drops, the round is gone. He's going to have to get at least a double, and that's just not going to happen. And I don't see how it would have either. Not really his fault. Wow.
It's a desperate play, and he kind of had to make it. He was the only one at the 8 bomb site. They had no information. He's hoping to catch 2 players off guard, and now it's Subrosa coming over to try and recover, and that is
not worth.
Granny speed shot. Holy hell.
Listen, he's taking it slowly. Didn't really, it was a warning shot.
Well, I at least expected better reactions than me.
Yeah? You're gonna do him dirty like that?
Bring it, Subrosa.
I just want to follow up on the other point, because you're right. They did slow it down, MIBR, which you generally like to see, but then as you said, it's like the call came out across the radio, like slow down and wait for any kind of tricks coming out, and then the only part of that message comes through. Yeah. It's like, I didn't hear the second part of that message. What? Slow it down? Yeah, okay. Well, slow down.
Oh. It's alright, they're going to get away with it. You know what's really weird about this game at the moment is so much talk around how well KNG's been playing for MIBR in the past like month or two, especially with the online portion. I feel like he's actually doing a better job with the Krieg than with the AWP. He, at least in this map, it hasn't always been the case, but in this map, in the first half on the CT side with that AWP, he was like that frustrating AWPer where he can hit like the flicks and like the fast-paced shots and the difficult ones, but when you just have him set up holding an angle, those are the ones that are difficult for him at the moment, it feels like.
The Michael style of warping.
Right. Or what the Draken is the classic.
Oh yeah,
it's
Draken.
Like you have the angle in front of him that he just can't hit.
Yeah.
Anything else.
Anything outside of the really tricky shots.
And just as like a matter of point, those are that style of warping is so frustrating for me to watch. Ooh, bomb is down, a chance, but it's picked right back up. Nades, utility. FNS is in some trouble, so is Subrosa. Low HP, but he's committed to helping his team.
Yeah, they don't want to let him go. He's making it back around a little bit. Taco jumping down in the corner just as the smoke fades, and they seem to be getting away with it almost. Getting caught at the end is Infinite. Man, they were so close to making it out. Now they could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, just pick it up if you're MIBR. You've applied so much pressure, you've just used so much utility, so much damage exchange to just keep going forward.
Wow.
And that is a suffocating, overwhelming hit. It's going to be a 15th round for MIBR. Wardell and Ye, it's time to back off. Don't even turn this corner. Just get out.
Yeah, don't do it. It is not worth it. We've warned you, Ye. Listen to the advice of your elders.
Wiser men.
Wiser men. I don't know. They've had one round in this second half. I actually thought Orgless were about to, to have a pretty good Inferno map, but KNG just had completely different plans. He wasn't interested. He wanted to win.
I think he started this half. I think I called it out at the beginning. He had 12 or 13 kills at the start of this half. So he's pretty much doubled. Another 12 or 13 have gone on in just the 8 rounds that we've played so far in this half. So that's a phenomenal upswing in performance switching to the T side.
And interestingly, there's no one on Orgless that's really underperforming. They're all between 11 and 13 kills. So they're all a good, tight unit going on here.
You could say they're all underperforming.
That could be... yes, Jason, if you want to view the world that way. You shouldn't. You should, put on some different glasses and just see the world for what it is. They're all keeping up with each other. They're all going down on the Titanic together. Yeah, friends to the end.
They're playing the song. They're on the deck. Yeah. Violins are out.
That's romantic, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was what the movie was about. Except oh dear.
No naked French girls in this one.
Not yet. I won't rule it out, although there's not much time left to really... There's only 4 people left alive in this round.
Well, the sequel's coming next, so we'll see if that has anything.
It's true. I guess they would be German girls on Overpass.
Perfect. My favorite kind.
You're getting ready for that Oktoberfest, aren't you? Yay and FNS with a bit of a crossfire, but the problem is there's no one holding Archway. They're trying to push down. K&G is watching that. That was over at Banana. I don't mind the fact that they were trying to push down. I think why not try and do it? The alternative is leaving it almost impossible to defend on the A bomb site. Fur is weirdly on the bomb site, but the rest are, at least they were falling back. Now they're recommitting to the site, losing the bomb. This is very disjointed for MIBR. This is just some wild calling coming out. I think they're not even sure what they want to do any longer either. 30 seconds. Subrosa flanking 3-on-3. Bomb being picked up again, but they're going to run right into it. This is such a ridiculous round from MIBR.
They've lost the plot. They've lost the plot entirely. Good kill.
They can make it.
They're probably still going to win. Fallen is waiting for that push. That is nice.
No, they're going back again?
No, don't do it. They know Ye was there. He got... Okay, good call.
Oh, dear.
Everybody calm down. Stop yelling.
That is so much time being wasted running back and forth. I mean...
So many players lost because of it as well.
They're going to get the bomb plant down, and Ye... Can't really do anything here. 17 health left. Smoke is up and everything else. At least, I was going to say, murder the chicken as a... It's just kind of revenge. Take it out on someone. He's sneaking in, but they have got the lineup for it. No problem. Fallen with the kill at the end, and a 16-8 victory for MIBR.